Checking back in with the Artemis II mission, just a few hours ago, the astronauts broke the record for farthest trip from Earth. Right now, they're getting an up-close look at the dark side of the moon, as you can see on your screen, which can never be seen from Earth. This is a NASA broadcast right now. Unfortunately for us, that means they're now too far from Earth to send back a live image. We lost connection with them just in the last half hour. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker has more from a former astronaut and Texas A&M professor about what this mission means and what could come next. Sydney?
Communication was expected, so that's not to be worried. They are wrapping up that flyby. Artemis II crew are on the first human trip to the moon in over 50 years, traveling the farthest distance from Earth ever traveled by any human mission, about 252,000 miles. Bonnie J. Dunbar says they're breaking records and exploring for the future of humanity. The crew aboard the Artemis II are on a historic journey.
And in Greek mythology, Apollo was a god and Artemis was his twin sister.
Bonnie J. Dunbar, former astronaut and Texas A&M professor, knows the feeling well. She spent over 1,000 hours in space, according to NASA.
What we learned out of a lot of that, the moon actually used to be part of the Earth.
She explained Artemis is a program similar to Apollo, the first trip back to the moon in 5 decades.
This will be the farthest we've ever been away from Earth, about 252,000 miles.
Artemis 1 sent Orion to orbit the moon. Artemis 2 is completing the flyby, and by Artemis 4, they hope to land another crew on the moon.
You don't see the far side. It's always one side facing the Earth.
All discovering parts of the moon we don't see.
We're going to the south pole of the moon. There's a place where you're going to see sunlight most of the time.
Exploring a possibility for a habitat and fuels.
We believe we've detected water ice. And if we can extract that, then we have a source of water.
And a permanent lunar base.
Perfect place to better, study our own planet, but also looking out into the universe.
Discovering features never seen with human eyes.
That's why they're not only taking pictures, they're doing verbal descriptions back to the researchers and scientists.
On a new chapter.
We are moving ahead, not just as one nation, but really as humanity.
For history and for humans.
We explore, we are curious, inquisitive, and the fruits of our labor help improve the quality of our life.
The astronauts' flyby started around 2 p.m. today and should wrap up a little after 8 p.m. tonight. Dunbar explained after this flyby, they'll do what's called a free trajectory back to Earth, and they'll reach us right by Friday. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with sports.